sheep. Sheep are domesticated mammals often kept as livestock for their wool, meat, and milk. They belong to the species Ovis aries and are members of the Bovidae family, which also includes goats, buffalo, and cattle. Sheep are social animals and are known for their strong flocking instincts. They are found throughout the world, but are most abundant in countries with extensive pastoral farming systems, such as Australia and New Zealand. In addition to their agricultural importance, sheep have also been depicted in many cultural and religious traditions, including biblical stories and Aesop's fables. The lifespan of a sheep can vary depending on factors such as breed, nutrition, and overall health, but on average, domestic sheep can live between 8 to 12 years. Some breeds of sheep can live longer, with some individuals living up to 15 years or more under optimal conditions. However, in the wild or in conditions of poor nutrition and health care, the lifespan of a sheep can be significantly shorter. Additionally, sheep that are raised for meat production are often slaughtered at a young age, usually between 6 to 12 months old. Sheep are social animals that tend to live in groups, called flocks. They have a hierarchical social structure, with dominant individuals exerting control over others in the group. Sheep are also known for their tendency to follow one another, which is why they are often described as being sheep-like. In general, sheep are docile and passive animals. They feed on grass and other plants and are most active during the day. At night, they tend to return to a central location, where they can rest and feel safe. Sheep are also known for their vocalizations, which they use to communicate with one another. For example, they will bleat to signal distress or to call their lambs. They may also make other sounds, such as snorts or grunts, to express fear or aggression. Sheep are prey animals, so they have evolved a number of behaviors that help them to avoid danger. For example, they have excellent senses of hearing and vision, which they use to detect potential threats. If they do feel threatened, they may run away or group together in a defensive formation. Overall, the behavior of sheep is influenced by a combination of their biology, social structure, and environment. By understanding these factors, farmers and other caretakers can provide the best possible care for these animals. Sheep mate seasonally, with the breeding season typically occurring in the fall. During the breeding season, male sheep, known as rams, compete for access to female sheep, known as ewes. Rams will display aggressive behaviors, such as ramming their heads into one another, in order to establish dominance and win mating rights. Once a ram has won the right to mate, he will mate with multiple ewes in the flock. The gestation period for sheep is approximately 5 months, after which the ewe will give birth to 1 or 2 lambs. It's important for farmers and other caretakers to manage the breeding process carefully, as overgrazing can occur if the flock size becomes too large. In addition, rams can be aggressive, so care must be taken to ensure the safety of both the sheep and their caretakers. To optimize sheep breeding and improve the health and productivity of the flock, farmers may use artificial insemination or select certain rams for breeding based on their genetics and physical characteristics. By carefully managing the breeding process, farmers can improve the health and productivity of their flock and ensure that they are providing the best possible care for their animals. Here are some interesting facts about sheep. 1. Domesticated sheep are one of the oldest domesticated animals, with evidence of sheep husbandry dating back over 11,000 years. 2. Sheep are social animals and typically live in groups or flocks. They have a hierarchical social structure, with dominant individuals exerting control over others in the group. 3. Sheep are herbivores and feed primarily on grass and other plants. They have a complex digestive system that allows them to extract the maximum amount of nutrients from their food. 4. Sheep are known for their wool, which is a highly valued natural fiber used in clothing and textiles. Some breeds of sheep are also raised for their meat, milk, and hides. 5. Sheep are intelligent animals and have good memories. They are able to recognize individual faces and remember them for extended periods of time. 6. Sheep are prey animals and have a strong instinct to flee from danger. They are also known for their tendency to follow one another, which can be both a strength and a weakness in certain situations. 7. Sheep are known for their vocalizations, including bleats, snorts, and grunts, which they use to communicate with one another. 8. Female sheep, known as ewes, typically give birth to 1 or 2 lambs each year. Lambs are born with a thick coat of wool and are able to stand and walk within minutes of being born. 9 sheep are found all over the world, and there are over 200 different breeds of sheep. Some of the most common breeds include Merino, Suffolk, and Dorset. 10. The average lifespan of a domestic sheep is 10 to 12 years, although some breeds can live up to 15 years or more. Sheep are herbivores, which means that they feed primarily on plants. Their diet consists mostly of grasses and other vegetation, including leaves, stems, and shoots. In addition to grass, sheep may also feed on legumes, such as clovers and alfalfa, as well as forbs and shrubs.